first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that. It's a gift. I've been protected. I've been directed. I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life and it's kept me humble. I didn't always stick with him, but he always stuck with me. So stick with him in everything you do. If you think you want to do what you think I've done, then do what I've done. And stick with God.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell.
And I'm Sheila Campbell.
And this is your morning drive with the driver's side. Good morning, beautiful.
Morning, baby.
It's cold.
It is cold.
Engine running. Everything running today.
And it's early, so we apologize for some of the background, but we have to keep it going with the engine just to keep it warm here because it gets so cold that you can see your breath in here. It's cold in here, so we have to make sure. So we apologize if it sounds a little rough, but we're not trying to get frostbite here.
Right. And as I share it out, and as the audience build, I appreciate you guys being here this morning. Would you got anything to talk about for a minute?
We do. The reason why that we are going a little earlier is, and let us know if this kind of works for you, because we had talked about changing the time perhaps a little bit earlier, but we also have to take Mama Bundy to the doctor's today. And so she has an appointment, which is a little distance away. And so we have to make sure that we're there in time. So instead of just canceling the show like we have done before, we decided to do it earlier. So we appreciate you guys who are joining us this early in the morning. And for those of you who are on the West Coast, man, we're sorry. We know it's early. It's about
Justin
4.
Pomerantz is going to be pissed this morning.
It's about 4 in the morning right now for you guys. So we apologize for that. I also want to say mentions to Ron. Ron, yesterday we saw on the post when we were talking about people passing in prayers that your niece had passed from cancer the other day. So we are terribly sorry for that, and condolences to you and your family. And prayers to you guys as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ronald. I haven't talked to you in a few days. I've been going through it myself. You know, it hasn't been a good week. You know, just all the things that are going on. But she mentioned that to me yesterday, and it's. I'm sorry to hear that, Ron. And we'll talk today. And also with Mama Bundy going to the doctors today, we did have to go early and stuff like that, which is kind of unusual. So obviously, it's affecting. You know, everybody's expecting us at 9. So if you're seeing us this morning early, good morning.
Good morning.
We hope you're okay.
Yes.
It's still snowing in some places. It's
yes.
ridiculous. It's ridiculously cold out here.
Yeah.
We left Florida. Not Florida, but we left Texas for this. Really, Charles? I love you, bro, but this is cold.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say as far as that. Also, speaking of prayers, you guys, too, we just found out, too, we saw the other day that Mark Estep is back in the hospital, too. So, Mark, our prayers are with you. If you see this, we're always thinking of you, brother. And, gosh, we hope that you get out and you're back out in your regular room again. Okay, so prayers for you, that we're thinking of you. And, of course, your family as well as that. And, you know, that we have been sick, and I know it's going around, and our friend Colleen Ramsey, that found out that she was sick as well, and she was giving me advice before I even knew that she was sick. She was giving me all the, you know, the mother's advice of what to do when I first became sick. And so, Colleen, we hope that you're feeling better at this time too. And I don't know if we're going to see her soon, because I know that she was going to originally try to pop in for someone's B-Day. But
yeah, it is birthday month. It's my mom's birthday this month. It's my dad's birthday this month. It's Charles's birthday this month.
Charles is in a couple days. His is on Friday.
Right. So.
Yeah. So his is before yours is what I'm
saying.
There
it is. Yeah. Mine's this month. Dang, bro. Mine's supposed to start like on the 1st.
Get a birthday month.
I'm supposed to have a gift all the way up to my birthday. I saw it on a show last night.
I am your gift.
All right, you got that. I'll give you that. But I'll say that I have gotten a birthday gift early, and that's all the people on the page that like and share everything. I want to say thank you for that. We had a meme go viral yesterday. It's going viral like a son of a gun. It's got over 10,000 likes and 7,000 shares.
Is that crazy?
That's crazy. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. And the page is going strong. Actually, it's stronger than I thought it was. And I wanted to say thank you for that. And it's because of you guys is the reason why we're able to do this every day. So thank you for that. Not just are you everything to us, but you're everything to us right here too.
Absolutely. And you know what I have down there? I just want to do a shout out to John Freese because we haven't done it. And John for no other reason than just being John. You're our teddy bear.
Yeah, oh, teddy bear. Yeah, John. Yeah. Crazy John.
I just wanted to
going off sometimes.
I was messaging back and forth. He had asked a question about truck stops of someone who had done something about a truck stop, and so I had answered back. And John and I will message back and forth frequently sometimes. So I just wanted to say a shout out to John because we haven't done so in a while, and you know we've kind of been since being sick in the last week and stuff going on. We've kind of been distant. With a little bit withdrawn from the normal calls and communication that we have with people.
I've been distant in the hole. That's just what I'm going through. It's just where I'm at. But it'll get better. Things get better. It's just, it's like the economy. It goes up and down.
That's no lie.
Like trucking, good times and bad times.
But we do have a good show today. We've got some trucking news. And today is kind of the introduction of Wellness Wednesday. So we are going to talk.
What's so well about Wednesday? It's the middle of the week.
Really?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, negative Nancy.
Oh, here we go. What, you're not going to let me get negative? I'm over here playing with the heater. It's cold.
I know it is. But we are going to be talking about
Wellness Wednesday.
Wellness Wednesday. We are going to be doing a segment in here a little bit earlier that's in regards to sleep apnea and possible alternative for. So we will have some trucking news.
Well,
and
the industry's plagued with health issues, not just sleep apnea. People with diabetes, people with blood pressure, stuff like that. That medical card is a son of a bitch. It really, for me, I get the health part, totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
Drivers should be healthy while they're behind that wheel and stuff like that. But it becomes a burden, more of a burden. It becomes more of a stress on the driver, I think, to keep that card and to keep it in good standing.
Right.
And besides going from a 2-year to a 3-month, it really sucks. Or people that have a medical card and then all of a sudden something changes and they yank them out of the seat for no reason. Charles Bundy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. There's a lot tied to that medical card and a lot tied to wellness and health and trucking. So for you to do this and for you to decide to go this direction on Wednesdays is a good idea. These drivers, you know what? They may not want to hear about it, but they need to know about it.
Well, on Wellness Wednesday, too, I want to point out, too, that this is not just necessarily just about health. It's also about your mental health as well. And also about things that are good for you in the industry, like your safety, as far as like your safety in general. Parking is part of it. When we get into weather and everything else, there's a lot of things that go into wellness. So,
well, speaking of
it's
wellness,
not just specifically.
Speaking of that, I think the boys, the men decided to do something on Saturday in regards to wellness, mental health, and stuff like that. They got a good show planned, I think, for Saturday. They're on to something, and it's a good idea. And the people that Charles has available to him should be able to help him out. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be there to help him out a little bit too. With some thumbnails to help impact the show and stuff like that.
Yep. And you promised to do some research for him.
Some research. He just does go, we don't got to research far. We just got to look right here. I'm mentally effed off. You should know this. You're married to me. And before we go to good mornings, I want to know what's going on with you.
What do you mean?
Can you get that lung up, please?
No.
We got a show to do here. Can you not be sick today?
That's just how that is.
No, but you, the last 2 days, what's going on with you?
What do you mean?
You've been a spitfire. You've been a fire play. You've just been just in rare form. You feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm actually feeling a little better as far as, I was sick for 4 days. I mean, down in bed.
Suck it up, Sally.
Right. And so when you start to feel good, when you start to feel a little better, even though, I still have the coughing and it's still, I still feel a little congested, I still feel a lot better. So perhaps that's just what it is. And I'm in good spirits.
Well, that's a good thing for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it can't. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Me being a spitfire can also kind of shoot.
Well, not just that. Is you
Right
tend
at
to
you.
turn them good things into real bad things somehow, some way. I don't know how I wind up in a position because you decide to manipulate it into your favor to make it a
Here we
bad
go with the
thing.
manipulation.
Oh,
Manipulate nothing.
Oh my God. Let's take a break before the lightning bolt comes down and strikes us both on camera. We'll be right back with your good mornings, everybody. All right. So I don't know. Let's go with technology.
This, getting loads, things like that, it's very convenient.
So getting
Because
loads.
we used to have to go watch a TV screen in our truck stop.
Correct. So getting loads today, you use apps.
Yes.
And so you're a load board company.
Yes.
And you use which ones?
I use DAT and I use truck stop.
Okay. So those are the two top apps.
Those are the two top apps that I use the most.
That's good to know. All right. So basically, we went from having a guy for that to having an app for that.
Correct.
Oh, well, went from a guy for that to having an app for that. Well, let's go to this guy real quick.
Hi. Hi. Good morning.
Where are you?
Man, I was out there somewhere else.
Where are you? Zoning?
I was, because I went to go hit the mute button because last time we've done that before. So I was like, I wonder when I hit the unmute button. It was probably during the opening. And
Yeah, you did. You shouldn't have. It'll unmute the
Yeah.
video once it goes. Can we go to good mornings now?
Yeah.
Are you done playing?
Yeah.
We got Dennis Hicks and we got
Good
Dennis
morning.
Hicks. We got Cindy
Good
that
morning,
did
Cindy.
she did a giveaway the other day. I thought was
She
cool. Don't we have a giveaway coming up?
We do. We're going to be doing something for next Friday will be the giveaway for St. Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but Cindy did a spin the wheel giveaway that I thought was
She
neat the other day.
did.
Good. Shout out to you,
I love
Cindy.
that little wheel thing that she
Yeah.
had. That was awesome.
Maybe we could figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's Alan Jones.
Probably
Sheila.
like a little app or something. Good morning, Alan. Yes, thank you for joining us so early, you guys.
Keith Becker. Oh my God, it's too early.
Good
Good morning,
morning,
brother,
Keith.
from San Angelo, Texas.
Oh.
San Angelo. God.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like 6:30 there, right? Like 6:30? Yeah, it's not too far.
6:20. Sheila, stop giving extra 10 minutes. All right. Good morning, brother and Sheila.
Good
morning.
Philip.
Alan Jones just broke down in Lexington, Kentucky. Son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
Not a good time. Come on, Alan.
No.
He was just where it was. He was in Knoxville the other day.
Yeah.
He was in Knoxville or Tennessee or Nashville. Now he's over there in Kentucky, broke down. Hope you get picked up and hope your hooker comes soon. Hope road service comes soon for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not
Philip
out there.
Kirby, good morning. Ronald Hebert, good morning. Cadence,
Good
good
morning.
morning. All right. 2 feet of snow and very slow day. Well, slow down
Yeah,
there,
you're
driver.
getting hit up in that area.
Darren, good morning. Sharon Pollard, good morning. Timmy Lillard, good morning. How are you, Darren Dreyer? Good morning. Kevin Slater, my Wisconsin people. It's
morning.
been a while since I've seen Kevin.
Yeah.
Him and McPherson. McPherson's he's too good for us. He's hauling cows now.
He's a cow hauler.
He's a cow hauler.
Stay away from
Mr.
the toothpicks.
Mr. Too Good, Mr. Goody Two Hoofs.
Mr.
Mr. Goody Two Hoofs. Charles
my-
J. Jerkins, how are you? Carla
morning.
Williams, good morning, beautiful. How are you? Robert Pennington. Cindy says 3 feet of snow here, and
Yeah.
it's freaking snowing again. I'm in the wrong state.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I think you're in the wrong country at this moment right now.
Mm.
It's not good. It's not good looking good on at least this side of the country.
No, and the west, just pretty much the east and the west. Everything kind of some in the upper north there in Montana and Wyoming, but we just expect that during this time.
Do we got weather today?
Of course, we have weather.
All right,
today.
good. We'll talk about it then. All right. William Munoz is good morning from XLG in the
Good
house.
morning.
Good morning, and XLG drivers. Good morning.
Good morning.
Robert Pennington. And I was like, okay, well, what did Kevin Slater say? I haven't seen this guy in a while. Well, you're moving 80,000 pounds down the highway. See some move more. You can't be doing that if your subject possibly have seizures and whatnot, or a heart attack, blah, blah, what?
Mm-hmm.
Are you out of the seat? No. I saw you driving yesterday. I don't know what he's trying to say here.
I don't know. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's
I hope
not a
he's
good
okay.
thing if you
All
have
right.
a seizure or a heart attack, correct? So
All right.
I hope that that's not you.
Well, Cole says just waiting on the day where the COVID vaccine is required on the medical. Oh, God. Oh, God. You really.
That's a contention with you guys.
Oh,
Seriously. Yeah.
Boy.
Um,
Oh, God.
It's our personal belief that at some point here in the near future, they're probably going to make it a requirement. That's just our thought and opinion prediction on
From
it.
who? Johnson & Johnson? You're smoking crack.
We hope not from any of them.
You're
we hope
smoking
that it's
crack.
just not going to be required from any of
I get what
the
you're saying, but
developers.
my issue right now is this Johnson & Johnson crap.
Right. Well,
Last year or the last 4 years, we may have given you cancer
right. From the
through
talcum
powder. From baby powder. Are you
Mm.
serious?
Mm.
Yeah, we'll talk about that with the health and wellness here in a minute, right? All right. Charles, roads are good. Good,
good.
Charles. That means we can take mom to the doctor's one. Did
Yeah.
you get my windows clean, Charles? Did you get my doors open? They're frozen shut.
I think he did.
Did you lay my carpet out so when I walk to the car, I don't got to get my feet all snowy?
Oh, Lord. All right, princess.
Is there a problem with that?
You know what? As long as that's for you, and then you're carrying me. So I don't have to get my feet.
Yes, my love.
Okay.
You expect me to carry you?
Yeah.
You carry me most of the time. Why am I carrying you all of a sudden? You called me princess for a reason.
My shoulders are tired.
My shoulders hurt from carrying this world.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Kevin Slater, I replied to the message card comment about why do you have to have one? Yeah, you have to have a medical card. Whoever said that. So, yeah, thank you. Appreciate you, Kevin. The comment commando over there. Get it. Darren, what are you laughing at, dude?
Mm-hmm.
And why are you laughing your ass
Probably
off?
you about being the little princess and needing everything cleared off for you.
No one's talking to you, Sheila.
Oh, okay.
Chad, good morning, Rooster. He's laughing too. What the
Good
hell's
morning,
going on?
Rooster.
Why is everybody laughing?
Well,
Am I that funny looking this morning?
I laugh at you too. Yeah, how those eyebrows doing, bud?
See, that's some cool shit. I knew it was true. She laughs at me, not with me. She's been lying to me my whole life. Why is this heater's not working all of a sudden? Sheila, what did you do?
You did something. Did you turn it off?
I don't know. Car is running and warming up, clown. Good job. Why is it so early? We don't leave till 10:30. Are you coming back to shut it off? We don't leave till 10:30.
No, we got to be there at 10:30.
All right. Hell, they were trying for everyone to have a sleep test. We're going to talk about that this morning. You know what I'm saying?
That is actually going to be part of the wellness. Wellness today is that we are going to be talking about the sleep apnea, not about sleep apnea medical card, but possible alternatives. So stay tuned for it.
Well, and see, the thing is these drivers need to get their proper rest, and DOT should not be knocking at their doors. Like Kevin Slater says, yep, been busy. Officer Smarty Pants in Florida here decided to wake me up and tell me I couldn't park where I was. I give him one of these. Tell him he dropped something.
Yeah.
I can't stand that. And I know Kevin Slater, he's a professional driver. He knows where to park. He knows what he needs. And he knows a safe place to park to get his rest. For these cops,
I know.
It gets bad sometimes. These sons of bitches, I swear to God. It pisses me off when I hear stuff like that.
Oh, I thought it was somewhere in there that they weren't allowed to wake you if they knew, or
they're not supposed to bother you at all, Sheila. They're not.
Well,
they're not. Especially when you're on your 10-hour. All right. So Ronald Hebert says, I know why I have to have one. I just don't understand why guys that weigh over 300 pounds and I am very good shape, and because it's not right. Ronald, you need to if you're in your truck and you're driving, don't comment and don't talk to Ted. Just don't do it. You make us look like we're idiots up here.
You're so funny.
Ronald, I don't know. Look,
right.
We're going to get into that here in a little bit, I guess, right? We're trying to do good mornings, not medical issues right now.
Right.
But, it is Wellness Wednesday.
It is Wellness Wednesday, correct.
So where are we at? What are we doing?
So where are we at now? We said our good morning, so we're going to take a little break, and then let's jump right into some of the trucking news.
But why? I don't want to get out of the comments yet. Darren says you start the day out good. Who?
Do.
Her?
You.
No.
You.
What?
You.
No, you.
You.
Goodbye.
You.
You're welcome, Kirby says.
Oh.
Charles says no. Rooster says, we are not laughing at you. Laughy at you. We are laughing with you.
Yeah. I agree, Rooster.
Well, it looks like you need taffy, bro.
Yeah. They're laughing with me. You're right. So when I read that, you're laughing with me. Correct.
I am a home driver. I am safe, and I am taking to you.
I'm talking to you.
Really? You're home.
Yes.
You can type freely.
You said
and you're still making mistakes. Taking to you.
Really?
No.
Are you going to get nitpicky?
No.
Because don't let them get nitpicky on you.
Both of you.
What?
I don't know. That's what it says.
Darren says both of you. Make the
You asked about him, Sheila, and there he is. What about Bob? We were asking about you yesterday,
yes,
Bob. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Yes, I just said, what about Bob?
He got a new job. Bob got a new job.
And that's what he said. Bob got a new job. And I'm like, I know, but what about Bob? How is Bob? I haven't seen Bob for a while. What's going on, Bob? How you been? You okay? How's the new job? You liking it? All right.
Good.
Comment. The loop.
Yeah, comment over there. It takes about 30 to 40 seconds for us to get it.
That's true.
And Kevin says, damn, autocorrect. I want to go to Cole's comment real quick. I got permission from Walmart manager to park overnight. A shopper banged on my door and told me to leave. Needless to say, he won't be knocking on truckers' doors anymore.
Oh.
Ooh, idiot driver. Did you get it recorded?
Wow.
Send me the footage.
You're so bad.
What? I won't post it. I just want to watch it. I love other people's drama.
I get it.
I do. We can't forget this guy, Sheila.
Good morning, Phil. Thanks for joining us. I know it's a little early, but
Good morning, amigo.
we're happy that you're here.
Numbers just jumped up. 31 people, 9 likes. We're crushing it.
We're crushing it.
Right.
We're
What are we
crushing
doing?
it.
Are we taking a break?
Yeah,
What are we
we're
doing?
going to take a break and let's get into some trucking news.
What are all these people that just got her? What about, more comments?
We will get
Sheila?
to their comments in a minute as soon as we get into comments.
You sure? Do we have to take a break?
If you don't want to, if you would like to read more comments, absolutely do so.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to read more comments.
Well, could you decide so I kind of know where I'm going?
Dennis Hicks says, no hump Wednesday for Wayne. Oh, they'll be humping today, bro. Promise you. She'll be humping me right down that road to the doctors with mama, so I'm driving in this weather. Good morning, Brittany Akins. Hey, peeps. Not liking the new job. What?
Oh, well, you just got there.
You just give it a day.
Oh,
Give it a day,
no.
Brittany. Did you put your contacts in? Maybe you can't see what you're doing.
Oh, so bad. It's probably really different, Brittany. I get it. But yeah, I mean, it's been there 2 days. Unless it's something really bad, then I totally get that. But if it's just because it's local and it's a change and you're so used to being out on the road kind of a deal, just at least wait a couple days. But let us know why. But I'm sorry to hear
I'll
that.
talk to her here the next day or so. Brittany, get it together, girl. Grab a gear and disappear, all right? Bob Cook says, do good like it. Doing good. Like it, good money, and new truck.
Awesome.
New truck.
Awesome.
What kind of new truck? Did you get an automatic, Bob?
We don't care.
Did you?
We don't care. It says doing good, like it, good money, period.
All right.
And a new
Moving
truck.
on.
Yes.
18 stops on the load this week. Started in Phoenix Monday, 3 stops Monday, 4 yesterday, 3 today in San Antonio, Austin, and Houston, 5 tomorrow, 3 Friday, over 3,400 miles with a final in Springdale, Chicken City, Arkansas. Get it.
Wow.
That's a multi-stopper.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, that's getting it.
Oh, my God.
And speaking of Keith,
I don't want to speak of Keith.
no, because it reminds me, every time we talk about Mac, it always reminds me of Keith, and we have been off. We didn't get to continue with part 2 last week. So the continuation of the Mac trucks will be tomorrow for Throwback Thursday.
Yes, and then Charles E. Graham is going to tune in tomorrow for Throwback Thursday for the Mac Attack. All right. Well, I'll enjoy the day. It's time to roll. Teens in Mineral Wells, West Virginia, clear skies. Teens in Mineral Wells, West Virginia, clear skies. Keep the shiny side up. Get it, driver.
Be safe out there.
Bob got a Volvo automatic. I don't care. Good job, good money. You know what? I want to.
Yep.
Screenshot that.
Yep.
Somebody screenshot that. Hold that, because that's I'm going to use that against Bob. When Bob's throwing his fit, pitching a pitch, I'm going to send him this message.
Right. Well, you're so bad.
I got to pick on Bob. It's my brother.
Why do you have to pick on Bob?
Because he hasn't been around and he got a new job and he's happy. Time for him to unhappy.
No, that was the whole purpose. That was the whole goal of always saying, "What about Bob?"
Well, she
Bob
stays
be
pretty in that race car. That's for sure. Good morning,
Mhm.
Pretty Lee Riley. Good to see you
Good
from
morning.
OKC. Bob says, "Can you say no more snow?
Mhm.
4 days and still snowing." Well, Bob,
Mhm.
you're happy. You're in your Volvo and you're making good money. So keep on snowing. Again. All right. I hate my Mac. Oh, we got a Mac hater. New or old?
Well, I'm sorry, but tomorrow is the continuation of the Mac trucks. We did already do Peterbilt, and we've also done Kenworth. So we did a continuation, so now we're on Mac. But I'm sorry that you hate your Mac truck.
All right.
I think Keith loves his.
Kevin Slater, money. He says, Ronald Hebert got it for you, buddy. I'll save it. Look at that. Look at he's getting with that technology, Mr. Hebert. He
Don't
knows
you-
how to screenshot. He knows how to
Mhm.
press links.
Yeah, and
This
how do you
dude's
know how to
crushing
do
it.
that, Ron?
Right. All right. One more. Cole says it doesn't matter what you drive. It's the living you're making that counts. Very
Correct.
Very,
And if you're
very,
happy,
very
correct.
true. Whether it's large or small, it doesn't matter. You all matter.
That's true.
It is. It's very true.
Yeah.
All right. It does. Okay. We got that one. Stop trying to double comment there, Pally. Sorry. I don't care how good the money is. I will never drive. Stop it.
Okay, yeah.
Here we go. Good morning. I don't know. I don't want to say hi to Kelly. Good morning, Kelly Shane from Rawlings. What? I mean, I'm a logger chick. Yes, I hate. Oh, it's logger chick. That's the badass, bad to the bone.
Yeah.
That girl be putting in the work.
Yeah.
Making me, man. I'm glad I truck with her.
Yeah.
Man, I would have had to been on my toes all the time.
You know, you tend to be more of a KW fan. I tend to be more of a Peterbilt fan, but the history on the Mack truck has been very interesting. They have some good history. I mean, they're part of the pioneers.
You don't want to know the craziest
industry.
thing about a truck, the Mack truck is like the boss truck. You can shift in reverse.
Mm-hmm. You
can go through gears in reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about that more tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. I'll have to look into that part.
Oh.
All right. So, but Logger Chick, I'm glad you're here. I got a lot of respect for you.
Yeah.
The way you sling them straps and load those sticks and just the way you get down. It's awesome. It's a pleasure to have you here, and for you to be in this industry is even more of an impact and a pleasure. So seriously, she's up there.
Yeah.
She's doing it.
She's rocking it.
She's doing it.
She's rocking it. We enjoy her videos.
So all right. Ronald Hebert says, thanks to Sheila. Kelly St. Richard says,
that's right.
I can't lower myself to drive anything but you're a liar. You have a Volvo all the time. Stop it. You have a hybrid Peterbilt Volvo. All right, stop it. We're done with comments. Mm-hmm. Let's take a small break, come back, and get to what, Sheila? What are we doing when we come back?
We're going to get some trucking news.
All right, take a look at this Volvo. We'll be right back.
Spartans! What is your profession?
And now to your Wellness Wednesday, and the first thing out the bat is regards to your safety. Take it away, Sheila.
Yeah. All right, you guys, I want to make sure that you know, because Virginia State Police have issued a truck travel advisory for the Fancy Gap area due to severe wind. Apparently, they issued it yesterday. There's been several trucks that have blown over, like in a matter of 3.5 hours. So, yeah, the advisory is for truckers that are less than 25,000 pounds traveling on I-77 near the Virginia-North Carolina state line, and it's in effect from yesterday till through today. This advisory went into effect noon yesterday due to 4 trucks that had blown over from the high winds in a matter of 3.5 hours. I mean, it was just like one after the other after the other.
I couldn't imagine being a heavy wrecker in the past couple of days.
No, thankfully, all the drivers that were involved in those blowovers, they're fine, or they had minor injuries, but they're all okay. But apparently from the comments when I was reading on this, I got this out of CDL Life on their Facebook, and the comments in there, I guess this pass is pretty treacherous as it is anyways. It's very common for it to be very foggy up there and windy. And I mean, everyone's like, thank goodness I don't drive that anymore and blah, blah, blah. So guys, if you are going in that area, just know that that advisory is in effect. And if you applies to you, do not go there. If you're heavier than the 25,000 pounds, just be careful because the winds are pretty bad in that area.
It's not good. It's not good. It's not good in a lot of areas. Again, Jersey was real bad. New York's real bad.
Yeah.
The West Coast is bad.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to think twice, just don't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the crap that I saw this morning that you showed me with this right here,
yeah,
is absolutely a joke.
Yeah.
Are
Well,
we going to jump into that, or
yeah,
do you
we
want
are.
to finish? You want to jump into that, or,
We are.
or do you
We're-
have something
No.
to support that?
No,
as picture-wise?
there's a picture there.
All right.
This has to do with drinking and driving, you guys, and this driver that we're gonna show that club
Right here, this dude right here,
yeah.
got popped yesterday.
There was
it yesterday?
Yeah, in the last couple days. So, and it made the local media news. It was out of New Mexico.
The last
There
thing
was
you drivers need is making the news
Yes.
in this fashion.
Exactly. Like I said, this was out of New Mexico, and there was a video that was to this. I chose not to actually show it, you guys. It's just not necessary in my mind. We all know about the drinking and driving, and the comments on this were really, really horrible. But here's the situation. So, basically, this driver was seen swerving all over the road. People called in on him. Cops catch up to him, follow behind him, notice that he's all over the darn road, pull him over. Where they make him do, he denies, ask him if he's been drinking. No, he denies it. They make him do a field sobriety test, which of course he failed miserably. Then of course along comes the breathalyzer, which he blew a .26. And the news and everyone else on there, even see it all. I said that was three. Ow! It was 3 times. I don't know
Keep going.
Something was burning my foot. I'm sorry.
Okay, keep going.
Like there was some
3
fire.
times.
Now, a lot of people were saying it was 3 times over the legal limit. When in actuality, for you drivers, that's 6 times over the legal limit. Okay. And wow, is all I can say on that. It made the local news on there, which I hate when it makes the local news on there. Obviously, the guy was arrested, and he's going to have court cases and DUI and whatever else comes along with that. I'm sure suspended or fired from his job and everything else. But the comments from this, first of all, let's just say for wellness, guys, don't drink and drive.
You think?
Okay.
Like Kirby says, wow, who drinks and drives in a rig?
Right. Well, you know what? And here's the thing. Some of the comments in there were like, oh, that they were better than thou and everything else. That also includes that, if you're having a little fun, home time and everything else, okay, you have to make sure that if you are having a little fun at home time and you give yourself enough time, you give yourself enough sleep, you have food, you have water, okay, before you have to go back out when home time is done. Because if not, you could still think that you're okay and you're not. So, obviously this is not the case for this, but we're just talking about the drinking and driving in general. Okay. So the wellness on that. What?
You're hot. You're on fire.
What?
Get it, girl.
What?
Get it. You're not just on fire down below on the feet. You're on fire with the heat.
Correct.
But you're right, Sheila. Though the thing is for one, you're supposed to be professional.
Right.
All right. You're supposed to make sound decisions.
Right.
You're not going to make a sound decision screwed up behind the wheel. All right.
Loaded. No.
Loaded.
No.
Okay. We already know how this works. And second of all, it's cut in half. The legal limit for a truck driver for a CDL holder is cut in half. Even in a regular car. Yeah. It's cut in half. You have a CDL, it's cut in half. Yeah. You're done.
Right.
You're supposed to know better. On top of what it makes the professional, it screws the professional so much, let alone kills people and all that.
Well,
on top of screwing these guys.
Right. And that's what I hated about this too. One of the things that I hated about this story was obviously not seeing about a driver drinking and driving, and especially at that level. But we're not talking, a little bit kind of hungover thing. I mean, that's intoxicating. He just bombed. But was that it made the local news. And it making the local news, man, that puts it out to the general public. And we just hate when there's that negativity that goes out against you guys for any fashion or form, for any reason out to the general public. It's different when it goes in under the trucking news media outlets, okay? I mean, not generally that many four-wheelers or the general population go in and read that, okay? It's not very often. But when it goes in the New Mexico regular local news out there, it gets out. And it puts another just bad stigma on it. I
sure enough, it hits CDL Life. It hits all the news platforms as far as trucking goes. So it's not okay. And Ronald, you're right. Any job, it's not. Here's the thing. back in the day, it was more acceptable. Okay, back when my dad was in his prime of his career, you know how many times we'd leave the studio and go right over to the bar, and I was stuck in that truck until he was done drinking. And when he got done drinking, he got right in that truck and took us home, drunk, vodka in hand. My dad was a vodka guy, and my dad drank and drove like it wasn't nothing. Had a bottle in the truck. And that's not okay. It's not. I mean, the thing is where it is today, it's not a joke. Things are a lot different from when they were back then. It wasn't okay back then. It's not okay now. But even more so now with the way things are, and you don't even know what you're getting anymore. Damn near.
Well, and it's not okay for anybody. I mean, you think about the industry you talked about. It wasn't uncommon for your dad and back in the day. I mean, I can honestly say, being a bartender for 30 years, guys, okay, that it was actually commonplace and expected, and sometimes from your employer, that the moment that you got off of work, that you either flipped yourself over on the other side of the bar and you patronized the next bartender coming on, or you went and promoted yourself and you went to another bar
to bring people into your shift.
It's called networking. Okay.
Right.
And that there is nothing wrong with that. It's expected, except what happens is that what's happening, they're drinking and driving. Okay. I am just as much a cause of it too. Back in the days when I was drinking, okay, I can't throw stones at that. So this is why I'm such a proponent against it. I did get in trouble for it myself. I'm not proud of it by any means. I got very lucky that I did not hurt somebody, okay? But I got to tell you that some of the comments that I read on this were just really, really awful towards this guy. I mean, they were like, oh, maybe that, next time someone had made a comment that said, well, thank God he didn't hurt anybody. And someone says, oh, well, maybe thank God, he didn't hurt someone, that maybe he just could have hurt himself and get so drunk he just flew off of the side of a cliff and just killed himself. And I'm like,
well, here's where I want to go.
I mean, they were brutal.
Right. They're going to be brutal in the comments, but I want to go to where you said networking. Okay. Right. It's now it's networking through media outlets. Okay. And Sarah Leach says she's seen it on several news outlets. Okay. So now like when new drivers get caught doing something, they network it through media outlets. It's their story. It's not a lot going on in today's COVID world, so they look for news anywhere they can find it, and they narrate the shit out of it to benefit them.
And they always target on drivers. We know this. They always target on you drivers, whether it's an accident. It doesn't matter whether it's 25 regular four-wheeler accidents involved, previously, but one that involves a semi-truck, boy, that makes national news pretty much, okay? So anything that happens to you guys that involves you, that makes the news, it is always just another blemish on the cause, on your guys' industry. And it's just awful. I hate it because it's just poof, they blow it out.
It sucks. It really sucks. So let's back out of this for a little bit.
Right.
Let's drop a gear and should we go into weather and break this up? Do you want to go to weather and then come back and do the parking? Or do you want to go right to that? What do you want to do this morning?
You tell me if you're feeling.
I think we take a little break, and we're 40 after. We're at the 40 minute mark. We got a little ahead of ourselves. I mean, I thought that we were going to have to fill time, but it doesn't seem that way. But Sarah Leach is asking if there's any news on the northeast storm. So I think maybe we'll so maybe we'll jump into weather for her, so we can get a live update. So let's do this morning. Let's go ahead and shift gears and let's go into weather. So go ahead and drop your weather. In the comments, drop where you're at, your weather, your location, and then we'll get into comments for a little while, and then we'll close it out. We got stuff like for on sleep. There's something new for sleep apnea that I want you guys to know about, that I really want you guys to hear about, because it could possibly help you out. Could possibly get that doctor off your ass. Possibly relieve that pressure of that restriction on your medical card because of sleep apnea. Right. You know what I'm saying? So let's take a quick break, come back, get your comments and all that stuff.
Drop your weather, guys.
Wait, should we go to let's just go ahead. Let's do this one.
How important is it to have a spouse that understands what you do?
It is crucial. If your spouse does not understand what you do and does not understand the nights, the weekends, the holidays, the special occasions that you can't be there for, it will absolutely destroy your marriage.
It's not true.
So bad. Put the weather man.
All right, now to your weather, guys.
All right, you guys. Lingering light snow showers from the northeast into the central Appalachians will slowly end by Thursday morning. Some areas of the northeastern West Virginia. Wait, let me start that over. Some areas of northeastern West Virginia, northern Pennsylvania, central to southeastern New York, northern New York, western and northern New Hampshire, and portions of Maine. So yes, they are still going to be getting, I hope that answers, Sarah, I hope that answers some of your questions. Over in the east, they are still getting it. It is not as severe. It's lingering light showers that are going through there. I mean, snow showers that are up there. They are still getting it, but it is dissipating, and it will be done by Thursday. Then a system moving into the Pacific Northwest and Northern California will end by this evening, producing rain in the lower elevations and snow over the higher elevations. This same system that is moving east will produce snow over the northern interior Intermountain region into parts of the northern and central Rockies today. Most of Idaho, western to central Montana, Wyoming, most of Utah, and Colorado. Tonight, expect snow, freezing rain, or rain in eastern Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, upper northern Kansas, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and northwestern Michigan. We've got dense fog warnings in South Dakota, central to eastern Nebraska, Iowa, northwestern Missouri, and northwestern Illinois. High wind warnings in California from Truckee all the way down to Barstow into northern Nevada and over into Kingman, east to Flagstaff and Show Low, Arizona. And that is your weather there.
God, that looks terrible.
It is.
Oh, it just looks terrible. All that gray.
But see, she asked on the East Coast, so it's actually pretty good over here. This is us over in Tennessee. So it is actually here. It's still probably 20 some odd degrees.
It's frozen. It's frozen. Okay, the gas is frozen.
But it has stopped snowing.
It has stopped snowing. It's starting to, there's a little sun out there.
Yes.
Real quick, before you
do that, I want to say something, guys. There is an Amber Alert that's going out right now. Okay, so I want to get into the Amber Alert. It was actually on the weather. It is two issues that are warned out for Texas and in Arkansas. Okay, it is the same child. So, but this is it. The Amber Alert in effect out of Texas as well as in Arkansas for a 2019 white Toyota Tacoma. Texas license plate MDT1625. Again, that's a Texas license plate MDT1625. It's driven by a 42-year-old white male, about 5'11", with brown hair and blue eyes. The person that is being accused of abducting the child obviously has relations with it. I'm going to say father, or it could be uncle or whatever.
You should not be doing this.
I know. The person is accused of abducting a 3-year-old child with whom there is a biological connection. The child is 2.5 feet tall, approximately 35 pounds, blonde hair, and blue eyes. Went missing yesterday from Salina, Texas at approximately 8:30 last night. If you happen to see this vehicle, please contact Salina Police at 972-547-5350. Again, that's 972-547-5350.
Remember, guys, you're the Knights of the Highways, the Concrete Cowboys. So if anybody's going to see them first, it most likely will be you, and you might not even realize it. So if you don't know, now you know. Okay,
right.
So
White
seriously,
Toyota,
I appreciate you, Sheila,
Texas
for that. And I want to say a special shout out to this young man right here, Jacob Ritz. I want to say, I think I know exactly who you are. I want to say I know you through Will Cook. I want to say, and shout out to you. I want to say you're a young man in the industry. I want to say he's a little younger in the industry. He's young. I can see in that picture.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but now he says Nashville 20 to 40, both directions. Accidents, major slowdown, headed west, not as bad east. Appreciate that. All right. Jerry says 45 in Orlando. 45 in Orlando. Ooh, look at Florida getting a little cold.
A little chilly.
All right. Ronald Hebert says snow and 27. Dennis Hicks says 47 in Odessa, Texas. Good old Odessa. All right.
Warm up.
Darren Dreyer says Indiantown, Florida, 40 high and 64 sunny.
Mhm.
All right, Rooster. Chad says 28 cold and sunny, South Dirty Jersey.
Dirty
Ain't nothing dirty about Jersey.
Cold
Charles Bundy says 22, Johnson City, Tennessee, headed to Virginia. Philip
Right.
Kirby says 61 in Tonopah, Arizona. Kelly Shane Richardson, 37 in Rawlings and a little wind.
Yep,
Wyoming. All right, good morning, Christy. How are you? Sarah
morning,
Lee says, been sitting 2 days waiting for USPS to ship out of New Jersey. What part? Where are you at? You in Hoboken? New Jersey City?
Yeah, we know about waiting.
Well, I
for
used to
that
come out. I used to
USPS.
come out of that terminal.
Yeah, we know about the USPS though.
Oh yeah, I ordered my brother's been sending me a package every other week overnight, but it takes 4 days. Four.
Yeah.
Dropped it off yesterday morning. It just hit Portland this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous. Bob Cook says 29 in Bayshore, New York. Feels like 19.
I bet it does.
Really, Bob?
I'm
You
sorry,
only
Bob.
dropped that 10 degrees. You should have said it felt like negative 19.
Yep, careful up there because they're still supposed to be on. I don't know exactly that area.
San Angelo, 40 and clear. Screw San
Nice.
Angelo. I can't stand San Angelo.
Why?
Because I don't like San Angelo. Dennis Hicks says 5.5 hours left on last run at this
Congratulations.
company. Get it.
We're excited for you.
Get it. All right, let's see down here. What else we got? Close to my hometown. Well, where's your hometown? Pennsylvania. I want to say he's
19.
from Pennsylvania. Good morning, Wayne and Sheila. 19 in Syracuse, New York. Heavy snow. Good
Yeah.
morning, Moses. Good
Yes.
to see you.
You're part of the trickle that's going on until tomorrow. Should be done by tomorrow, guys, up in that area. Should all be passed out and moved out to the sea, the nor'easters, the very tail end of it.
Sarah Leach, Bob Cook says, did my 34 home and that came back out? I live on Jersey Shore, New Jersey, dealing with this since last Saturday.
Right.
And still snowing, he says.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, that's what he said. 4 days and I'm done. He's over the snow. That's why he was saying that. Mm-hmm. It's still snowing.
Like Sarah says,
It's
that's
almost done,
4
Bob.
days shipping. LOL. Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposed to be here by 3 o'clock today. It just got to Portland
Yeah.
at 1:30 this morning.
But you know what we found out in there is that regular UPS or FedEx now for like overnight stuff charges like $60. $60. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. Highway robbery.
Michelle says, Channon,
Mm-hmm.
Illinois is
Channon,
currently
I
7
know.
degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Tim
Okay,
Taylor.
whatever that is. That's way too cold.
Tim the Tool Time Taylor is here this
Oh,
morning.
good
Good
morning,
morning, Tim the Tool Time Taylor.
Mhm.
Sunny 34 in South Georgia.
Right.
All right,
Hopefully,
what else we
though,
got?
you don't have. I didn't see any wind warnings as far as there yesterday. There was really bad winds that were going on. So, hopefully these areas have cleared up. And I'm glad, like I said, you guys, the nor'easter is moving out. There are some areas, like I said, that are still. If you're over on that East Coast, guys, please still check your weather reports of what's going on. If you're going in or coming out, if you happen to be still up in that like New York, New Hampshire, Maine, and those kind of areas, because that's where it's still kind of lingering and going on. So just be careful still in those areas. The roads have been really crazy. Hope they're getting them cleared as fast as that they can. But they could still be icy and slick. So just be careful.
And now back to your truck news. What do you got, Sheila?
All right, you guys. This is I've been trying to get this out for like the last since Monday really, and it just hasn't kind of fit in. And I've been trying to get it out. So I was reading how this came about as I was going through some trucking news, and in parts of the trucking news, I came across it had made mention. It was talking about parking, about new parking that was coming on and parking problems and everything else. And I know that here recently, a lot of people have kind of brought up as far as Jason's Law, and I didn't really know a whole lot about it. I knew of what happened. I didn't really know a whole lot of what went on with it, nor had I heard about this particular act that they were talking about. And this particular one was called, hold on, let me get to it, the Truck Parking Safety Improvement Act. Okay. So as I was reading it, I was like, well, what is that? What is that? I hadn't even heard of that. Does that have to do with Jason's Law or whatever? I was like, well, anything to do with parking, that's for parking, to implement more parking, it's got to be a good thing. So I go in, and this is what I found out. So The Truck Parking Safety Improvement Act, or it was also known as HR 6104, was proposed that the DOT allocate monies from 2001 all the way to 2025 to create more parking, right? Great. Hooray. Okay, this legislation was introduced by 2 state representatives from different states. One was Republican, one was Democrat. And it was bipartisan. They were all for agreement. It's got to go to the House. So they bring it forward, this bill. Here's the deal. This is what we're proposing. It was like $700 and some odd million or whatever. And each year got a little increase. So they introduced it on March 5th of last year. Bring it to the floor. The floor then drops it over on March 9th to the subcommittee. Okay, so guess what happens? Nothing.
Subcommittee.
Absolutely nothing happened with it. It died there. Subcommittee, normally what they do is that they'll debate before they bring it back over for the whole floor to actually vote on, for it to go up to the Senate, up to the president, because that's how that works. It died there. It never came about. Nothing, whether they debated on it or not, I don't know. And it sickens me, absolutely sickens me, because of the fact that I could just hear their little voices in there going in there. Oh, well, you know what? The pandemic kind of happened, so we had to concentrate somewhere else. No, you don't. No, you don't, because you know what? Those men and women right there are the ones who are out there driving through this pandemic, who have to go out and still deliver and keep on going while you're thinking about the pandemic to keep us all safe and bring us everything that we need. They deserve parking, and they deserve to be safe, and they deserve to have safe parking and more available to them free. Not these hot shot places out here who got 75% of the parking that's available that they charge for. It's BS. And that made me go into the Jason's Law of checking on that, of what they've actually done with that. Well, you know what? They haven't done a whole lot with it. Okay, there's been little tits and pieces, blah, blah, blah. Okay, since the whole induction. But what happens is they get it in there and they push, and they finally get it like a law passed on it. And it's like, yay, it's all fire, right? You got it passed. Well, it doesn't do any damn good if you don't do anything about it. If nothing is created from it and you're not creating anything other, there was money from pilot programs through the Jason's Law that was allocated through these pilot programs. But you know what they were actually used for? Technology. They were used for technology to tell you where parking is available, the same damn parking that you've had for 50 years that there's not enough of. So they spend money that got allocated from those funds from the federal government for technology services. Really? BS. It's BS. And this law here, like I just said, the Transportation Act is completely died. So now new representatives, I couldn't even go in. So I was trying to get in for state representatives, for Nevada, because that's where we're still legally living. And it says, oh no, it wouldn't even let me go in if I wanted to leave a comment for my state representative to comment on this. It said, nope, no can do, because this bill is dead. What that means is that when that bill went in and it was introduced was for that Congress, which ran from January 3rd of 2019 to January 3rd of 2021. Well, guess what? That Congress is gone. So guess what happens to this bill? Poof, it gets blown off, which means it has to be reintroduced again by either the same representatives or new representatives to put it back into this Congress. And it just irritates the crap out of me. Poof, it just dies.
It's bullshit. Get it.
Right. And there's nothing that's going on with the Jason's Law. And so I promise you guys, I will find state representatives and I will be on there and I am going to write about state representatives and bring up both of these. Not only that there's not been enough that's been done since the passing of Jason's Law, nor that this introduction, that this should have been absolutely eyeballed and voted on, at least voted on, get it out there to vote on. I mean, not just die off in the wind.
It's a bunch of crap.
Anyways,
and unfortunately,
that was my rant.
You're all, no, you get it. Ronald said, Dennis says, damn it, girl. Ronald said, breathe, Sheila. Breathe. Wayne, calm her down. Sheila has been doing her homework. Sarah Leach says, look, don't let her loose, because it's not pretty. It's not. And the thing is they are screwing you left and right. And she's very, very, okay, she doesn't go off unless she has a reason to go off. Period. She waits and then she attacks. She has every right. She's on 2 feet, standing on 2 legs, going, I'm going to get this, because it's bullshit in the end. It's just a bunch of rigmarole. They allocate money to places where it don't belong.
Right.
Okay. All right. Like she says, during a pandemic, you guys are still out there no matter what. During rain, sleet, and snow, in the midst of a pandemic, you're still out there.
Right.
And nothing's put in place for you guys, from parking to pay to safety in general. Okay, so it's becoming now. It's just a flat out slap in the face.
It is, and when they do construct parking that they get funds for out of it, it's so far and few between that it doesn't even make a dent. It really doesn't. One state will say, "Well, we did something under the Jason's Law. We remodeled and redid an old rest area." Who cares? That's one. That's one. Why
How about
aren't
you
all
stop?
the states opening up all that? Why aren't all the states doing that? Why isn't this being pushed more? Do you not need your coffee in the morning? How do you think that gets delivered there, Mr. Congressman?
Well, it's like you said, the rest areas, them closing down these rest areas, and cutting budget, cutting money in those areas is wrong.
Right.
It's completely wrong. I mean, this is the heartbeat of America.
Right.
And they should be treated that way. Now they're building trucks that don't need to park, Sheila.
Right. I just hate that there's so much BS that goes in and red tape that goes in, because what they do, like with the Jason's Law, we have to survey before we could do and allocate. We got a survey of what states need it, where they need it, all this BS that goes involved. Just fork over some money. Yeah, tight wads. Goodness gracious.
Well, Sarah, let's go over the comments. Sarah Leach says, what's the news on the new guy in D.C. over transportation? They're busy talking about his personal life and his sexual preference.
Yeah.
If you want my opinion, I read it yesterday. Pisses me off. That has nothing to do with your job.
Mhm.
Nothing.
Right.
What you do at home has nothing to do with your job.
Honestly,
Period.
Rumor is on this guy is that he's going to follow pretty much anything that Biden wants.
He's a yes man.
Which is
he's a yes
everything
man.
is everything about the new green clean deal, everything electric, all Clean Air Act, everything.
Did you hear what GM said the other day? Last week, GM announced
That
they are going all electric by 2035.
Yeah.
All electric. They will not have gas powered in their fleets by 2035.
Right.
Okay, so they're following suit with California crap.
Right.
Right? They are. They really are. Things that are coming are not good. All right. Blame the government for cutting funding for the states that give them the money. Correct.
Mhm.
Correct.
It's BS.
Bob says, Alvin, good morning. Alvin says, good morning. Anton Austin says, good morning, Bob. Bob says, good morning. Good morning, Anton Austin. Kirby says, the government don't give a damn. They do give a damn. The government gives a damn. They sure do give a damn if you pay your taxes. They give a damn on how much that goes in their pocket. Them fat rats up there, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And my father taught me about this long ago. The one thing that the government has done is they've taken the mob's model. They strong-arm the people through regulations, period, and laws.
They do.
That's all it is. It's regulations and laws. They strong-arm their people.
Well, we have new representatives after this. There are some new representatives. And listen, I am not shy about calling or emailing this. I will be emailing again on this. Sorry, you guys. I will. It's not the first time. It won't be the last. For sure. I've done it before, and I'm going to do it again because I want to find out why and what happens and who's going to go ahead and bring this forward and push again and start pushing, for the Jason's Law. The good thing about new representatives coming in, your state representatives, is some of them are hungry. You know what I mean? That they're trying to make their mark. They're new coming in. Those are the ones that you want to get those. The ones who've been in office for like 9,000 years and everything else, it's a little harder because they're kind of set in place. And they have their own agenda, basically. The new ones coming in, you might have it. They might at least investigate it, kind of a thing, and back it a little more. So that's my hope on it, and that's what I'm going to do. I just want to let you guys know that I am not going to let this die because I was so upset when I saw this the other day of just happening to see what it is and then investigating, like I said, on the Jason's Law. It is just BS.
Well, the thing that pisses me off, they cut budgets and stuff like that, but they don't cut blitz weeks. Okay, they don't cut you a break on your violation.
Right.
On a small air leak that you're safely to go down the road. You know you are. You'll get it fixed when you can get to when you don't stop or whatever. You'll get it fixed. The thing is they have no problem finding you setting up blitz weeks to get that money out of your pocket. Okay, it makes no sense. It makes no sense, let alone it's just you drivers are like prey. I swear, it seems like the more I dig into crap, and it's not just with the government. It's with recruiting companies, job placement companies. These people are making a shit ton of money off of you. A shit ton. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
And they
guys,
shove you
and
wherever.
they don't give a shit.
Yeah, they don't
Okay,
care.
now you got me pissed off.
Right.
Because the thing is, these companies that come in this industry hire influencers and come out, I'll go join this company, join that company, and they don't give a rat's ass about you. On top of the government. On top of that. It's one shit show after another for you guys. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of it. I mean, I can rant all day long.
Right.
You know, it blows me away how things are set up in today's society just to make money off of people. Just to make money. What happened to quality? What happened to the quality of life America used to have? What happened to the quality of Americans we used to be? It's like they're shoving this lower quality of living down our throats. You're going to do this. You're going to like this. You're going to like, no, I'm not. I will not. Just like this Johnson & Johnson crap that's going around, I will not take that vaccine. I will not. And I understand we have an issue. I get that. But you're expecting me to trust a company that gave everybody cancer. No. That's like me taking a shot of Roundup at the bar. You're fucking high. You're fucking high. I'm tired of it, Sheila. I'm tired of them putting things in just in general. In general. You know, like even these people that, you know, like these all these charities and shit. Look what the CEOs make of most of these charities. The only one I trust is St. Jude's. It's St. Jude's. Yeah. It's because I see it. My mom, it was since I was a child, my mom told me, this is a good one, son. Mm-hmm. But everything's a business now. Everything's a money maker. All the way from recruiting to parking to just anything off the backs of the people. Right. It's getting old. Hey, when are we finally going to have? Pisses me off, especially drivers that come into this industry and start making money off the backs of drivers. Yeah. It pisses me off.
Well, and there's a lot of things, and in case you're wondering how that worked into Wellness Wednesday, it was because you guys deserve somewhere safe. You deserve good parking. You deserve somewhere that's open, that is safe for you to park, okay? And there needs to be more parking. There's not enough. And them charging is ridiculous on it, okay? You guys deserve all the parking available. There needs to be more. All the bureaucracy. And
you want to know what? Here, you want to know where I'm at with it?
You. If you guys are happy and safe, that is your wellness. That is your well-being. That means that you guys are happier. You have somewhere you don't have to worry about, and that affects your mental state. So this is how that fit into.
The thing is the more you take care of these men and women, the more safety goes up, the more everything goes up. The happier people are, the happier the world is. Period. It's just how it works. It's just how a happy driver is a safe driver. These drivers have been drugged through the mud time after time after time. This industry has been drugged down to crap by big corporations. Corporate America has tore this country up from one end to the other. If you want my personal opinion, go to Vegas. Just go to Las Vegas. Go to Las Vegas. It's not the mobs anymore. You do not get a free room when you gamble $1,000. You get a point that goes towards maybe a free meal. It's a joke. It's a complete joke. Let's go over to the comments. Tell us how you really feel, Wayne. I just did. Kelly saying small fleets is where it's at. Megas are a joke. Correct. Ronald Hebert says it's all gone, buddy. That's why I am trying my best to help everyone I can. I just wish I could go back 30 years. I wish I could go back 20.
Right.
Just 20.
Right.
Just want to go back to my early 20s. Man, I mean, the 90s were still okay.
Yeah.
The 90s were still okay. Give me 25. Give me go 25 before my daughter was born.
Right.
Before the kids. 22, actually.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. When I first got a little taste of that.
So bad. I did.
All right, Bernie says, good morning from Spartanburg. Preach it, brother and sister. Always take the money from the driver. We're just made of money. Come and get it. Not right. No, it's like, okay, so my job is to watch trucking industry. Okay, we're a broadcaster. We're a trucking show. We're here every day as a show. So it's somewhat my job to go around and see what people are broadcasting in this industry and see what they're pitching you. And then go behind it and dig a little deeper and see exactly what's at the forefront of it. And who's funding it? Why are they doing this? What's the motive? And every time I peel a little bit of that onion back, it's corporate America. Corporate America. From Walmarts to mega trucking companies as far as this goes. From apps, hiring people to say they use their shit and they don't, to drivers saying, hey, yeah, I got a great company for you to work for, go to school, and guess what? You'll be out on the road in 3 to 4 weeks. And then care less what happens to that driver, as long as they get that recruiting money. It all boils down to what they can make. And the one thing that we've done is not sold out like the rest. That's why we struggle. And I'm okay with that. Today, I'm okay with it. Because the one thing I won't do is sell out to make money off the backs of drivers. Because my dad raised me right. My mother raised me right. You be good to people. Period. Period. Common courtesy, son. On top of my father, teach me you're only as good as your drivers make you look. Along with that general, son, he's only as good as them soldiers make him look. I'm tired of the people pulling bullshit on you guys. And unfortunately, you're not seeing through it because you're believing they're genuine. Corporations and people are far from genuine anymore. Their bottom line is the bottom dollar. Period. Get it, Sheila, please.
Yep.
Take it. Because I'm gonna. You know what? Here's some good news. Here's some good news. I got it.
What?
Thank you. Thank you for rubbing my back. I love
Oh
it.
gosh, yeah. Thank you. Scratch.
All right. So in the end, we'll go over to the comments real quick. Kelly, Shane Richardson, you are so right about that, Kelly. All right. Crazy Nancy invested in Tesla. Any coincidence? Yeah, you think? Hello, please. Tesla's taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly's like, how about that lithium battery? How's that going to do for the environment? Right.
Right.
All right. So, but the one thing I do know is technology is not all bad.
No.
Okay. There's some good technology. There's some good stuff out there. Okay. This is right here. We're able to talk to you guys. I'm happy about this.
Mm-hmm.
FaceTiming, all that stuff. But I came across something the other day, and it's been around for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that I suffer from sleep apnea.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of drivers suffer from sleep apnea. I'm going to shift gears and we're going to go right over to here. I saw something the other day, and I didn't know if you guys were aware of it, and I wanted to bring it to your attention, and we decided to do it today on Wellness Wednesday. I've had it since Monday. I saw it last week, but I thought it was neat, and I showed it to her, and I said, look, this could help drivers if they're interested. I know Colleen Ramsey went through things with sleep apnea in this machine. I refuse to use that machine. I can't. I toss and turn too much. I jump and flip in the bed.
Right.
So I can't use it. But I came across this and I thought this was neat. Let's take a look at this right here, guys. Right back.
This is Mike. Mike has moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea. After years of struggling with CPAP and constantly being tired, Mike felt hopeless. Then Mike found out about Inspire. Inspire is the only FDA-approved obstructive sleep apnea treatment that treats the root cause of sleep apnea with just the click of a button. Inspire is a small device that keeps your airway open using a gentle pulse. It's implanted in the body with 3 small incisions in a same-day outpatient procedure. After the procedure, Mike works with his doctor to fine-tune his Inspire. Once it's fine-tuned, Mike simply clicks the remote to turn on Inspire and goes down to sleep. While Mike is asleep, Inspire monitors his breathing. Every time he takes a breath, a gentle pulse moves the tongue out of the way and keeps Mike breathing freely. And more importantly, sleeping soundly, the way he used to. This has been a total game changer for Mike. Mike is getting more out of life and back to being his old self again. No mask, no hose, just sleep.
Get it, Mike.
Yeah.
You obviously are. I started getting some of that man.
Right. And you're so stupid.
That's all cuddling up.
Look at him. He's all
I'm prepping.
about Inspired.
I'm prepping.
Okay. So guys, we are not saying that this is for everyone, but this is something of technology, and I thought this was really cool. And we had talked about it that should you have those and you're having, you have sleep apnea, and you're struggling with your CPAP machine and you qualify for this and you talk to your doctor and it's something that you might be eligible for, that might work for you. Gosh, can you imagine that if it was, and just a little device in there and just a little pulse that moved your tongue out of the way, that you didn't have to have the CPAP machine anymore? Gosh, I would do that myself. I would like for him to do that. I don't know if he would qualify. Like I said, you have to talk to your doctor, but it's just an option for you guys. And some, like he was saying, not all technology is bad. These kind of technologies here that are advancements for different avenues for you guys, or for people in general, that helps them with their breathing so they don't have some clunky machine that's on them in a different way, is awesome. We like those kind of things. And when we saw this, like we said, you guys, there's so many of you that have told us that have the CPAP machine. And a lot of you are like, I've gotten used to it and you don't have problems. And others are just downright, you hate it, you don't like it, it doesn't work for you. So possibly, okay, you can do a little more research into this and find out from your doctor if this is something maybe for you and that your insurance would cover on it. It is kind of pricey on there. And the actual procedure itself, I saw in there, is kind of pricey, but it does say that some insurances will cover it. So it could be something for you.
Good morning, Joel Clark. Yeah, you never know. You never know. That's and look, we find stuff, the stuff that we show, we feel it might help you guys. We feel it might be good for you. You never know what you're going through. Our options. We're not paid. If you go to the driver's side, you don't see sponsored by. You don't see group by.
Right.
This is stuff that we just want to bring to you guys. So if you know anything about it, let us know. All right. So, and that's just where we're at with that. I'm tired of the motive behind shit. The motive behind shit I'm tired of. And this is just, if you guys know of things that's good for drivers, let us know. We'll put it up, talk about it. If you know an app that's good for drivers, let us know. You know, I want to say, Keep Trucking that Dennis uses is a real good app.
Oh, yeah.
I know that as far as load boards go, the two best apps is DAT and Internet Truck Stop. Hands down. The rest are just out there to get you to download their app. Just saying. I mean, I talk to these drivers. Dennis Hicks, he uses Keep Trucking. He uses DAT and Truck Stop. Rob Hallahan, DAT, Truck Stop. Gary Jones, DAT, Truck Stop. All of them. None of them use the other ones. So those are your leading apps as far as load boards go.
Right.
You know, and as far as parking goes, that's a big issue. I remember back in the day, I used to use Trucker's Path.
Yeah.
So, and I know all these apps are offering the parking situation, but I think I saw somebody out there. Yeah, download this app. They give you a Walmart, and you can go find out. Dude, don't park at Walmart. Don't. You're gonna get a ticket. You're gonna get fined. Most of them. Even if you go in and talk to the manager, like Jacob, I think Jacob said it earlier. That's the smartest thing you do is go and talk to the manager. But in the end, that Walmart, that Walmart don't own that property, they're not in charge of who's towing on that property. So parking, again, here we are, because they're still over there in the parking.
Right. They're talking in the comments, guys. We're going to start winding it down. We do have to take Mama to the doctor, which we went early. Again, we appreciate all of you guys.
So let's get your final thoughts and start wrapping
this
up.
Yeah, we're going to get to our final thoughts and close it down. Like he said, you know, we want you guys to be well and to be happy. And sleep is a very important thing, which is why we put that in there. We want you to have safe parking. That is part of wellness. That's part of your mental well-being. We want you to, you know, if that's possibly inspire something for you for sleep apnea, because you might have that, well, then awesome. Check into it and go for it. You guys need a good restful night's sleep, okay? And if you're having that problem, then just check it out. It doesn't have any harm to do of checking it out. And we put that forward for you guys.
All right. Pretty Lee Riley says, my husband needs that in a bad way. I struggle sleeping when I am home because of his snoring. He stops breathing often and then gasps. Scares me to death. This one has the same problem. Pretty good day. How are you, Day?
She
says, I'm hauling for Walmart and I can't even park at Walmart. Correct.
Yes.
Correct. And that's the bullshit. All right. Everyone pray for Wayne to not give himself an
Oh my.
You found that funny?
Oh.
What about you? Breathe.
Yeah, you can't put that out there, Dennis, because then it starts getting me laughing and then it gets me choking. You know, I'm not trying to choke on there.
Bob Cook. Yeah. Come on, lady. We're doing a show here.
Yeah, we are. You go, well, then finish so I don't have to say that.
Dakeloff, said, Bob Cook says, Dakeloff, when I was working for an owner-operator full in for Prime, it was the same way. We weren't allowed to park at Walmarts or any of their customers. Right, I don't understand.
And that's how
you can
Jason
deliver their goods. You can't park in their parking lot. Makes no sense. And it's a bunch of bullshit. All right, let's go to...
And that's how Jason's Law came about it being.
Well, no, somebody murdered.
He was.
Yeah, he was murdered.
They wouldn't let him deliver early.
Right.
And they wouldn't let him park there on site.
Correct.
They told him to get out.
Correct. And he was murdered, and that's why that league.
Right.
Good job. Careful. If it ain't an aneurysm, it's a rip the head off from your wife. Poop down your neck, put it back on. Peggy Rogers says, I was kicked out of the parking lot after delivery to a DC. Shopping at Walmart, $200, bastard. LOL, security guard. Yeah, it's a joke. It's a complete joke. And like I said, you got people out, you got drivers out here promoting apps for your Walmart.
Right.
Stop. Just stop. Keep pissing me off. Keep doing it. You fucking drivers. Sorry. Jerry says, what's some of the problem with parking is drivers do not clean up after themselves. They pour piss bottles out on the ground and they throw trash and cigarette butts out on the ground. They blocking entrance. Yes, they do. You know what though?
I agree.
I agree. I agree with
problems. It's not the lack of parking. It's how that drivers also treat the parking as well, and we agree, and that needs to change too. But you can't even throw those piss bottles out there if you don't have parking. So there needs to be more parking.
There needs to be money allocated to these areas for parking and for people to clean it up.
Right.
Okay, if they can have slush funds and they can jet set all over the country.
Listen.
We can have parking for truck drivers.
And if they can charge $40 for a can opener, when you go in there, those trucks
are
overpriced.
$300 for a 19-inch TV? What the fuck are you smoking?
Yeah, they can afford to go ahead and pay someone to go out and clean up. Not saying that you drivers shouldn't be more cleanly, because that's disgusting, and stop throwing your pee bottles out there, you pigs. But what I'm saying is that they can also afford to have someone go out there. They make a pretty darn good penny.
How about this? How about this? How about the big megas just pay for parking lots and pay for them to be clean? They make how much money a year?
Mm-hmm.
How about recently a recruiting company named Driver Solutions made $24 million in revenue? Why don't they supply parking? $24 million in revenue on recruiting.
Oh.
On recruiting and job placement of those people that throw those piss bottles out on the highway. Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of solutions to your problems. They just don't want to give them to you. Period. Because guess what? All this chaos does what?
Creates cash.
Period. All right. Clean up your damn act. Stop the shit with the F. Driver, put in the trash. Can't. It's your job.
Exactly.
Ronald.
Exactly.
It's unfortunate.
It is.
It's just unfortunate. It really, 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 really is that you professionals get lumped in with these lack of professionals.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And that's the shitty part about it. But in the end, there should be something in place for the professional driver to get what they need, when they need it, whenever they need it. Heartbeat of America. But then again, look at our veterans.
It's true.
I don't know what else to say except that we care.
Yeah.
100%. And I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. I have not had a good time these past week and a half, let alone my wife being sick. I'm tired of watching these people come into this industry and manipulate and pull the bullshit over on drivers. And I see right through it like glass. Here's how I'm going to give you guys a little bit of advice. If you guys are in any groups or on any page and it says sponsored by or group by, if it's a company, you might want to look at that company and see what they're making off you guys first before you support it. Because if they're not giving back to you, you shouldn't give to them. Because the thing that's mostly valuable to these companies and to these groups is your information, is your data. data is king today's world, not cash. It's your data. Because then they can tailor whatever they need from your data to advertise to you or to promote to you or to sell to you. So your data creates cash on top of your chaos. Your problems create cash. It's all a fucking big, nasty cesspool of corruption. You just have to look and see what you're dealing with, and it's that simple. Dig. You have an assistant that works for you 24 hours a day, and she's free. She just collects information from you. Her name's Google. Or what's the other one?
Alexa
or Siri or anyone.
Right.
You have listening devices that listen to you all day long and want to give you information. All you got to do is ask. And it's that simple. You guys, you are the heartbeat of America, and you should be treated that way. And that's how we feel. And that's what we do. We do this every day because we care about you. And that's just it. You got anything else for these drivers, Sheila?
No, just be safe out there, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember that tomorrow is Throwback Thursday. So it's one of my favorite days. We're going to have the second half of the Mack trucks tomorrow. And if you guys get a chance, go ahead and email your state representatives and tell them that you need parking. You need safe parking. Just saying.
I get that part, but that has done nothing for them. Parking.
We can't let it
So
go.
let me get started.
We can't let it go.
All right, in the end, guys, let's get to your comments. Pretty Lee Riley says, time to get loaded. Y'all have a safe, great day out there. Get it. Ron Hebert says, yes, but I plan for it and get what I need to leave and get it to a safe parking place for the night. It's planning. Ronald, how many miles do you have?
I think it's like almost 8 million, isn't it?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine driving in today's industry and just coming into today's industry. They don't teach them what you have. It's up to you to give it away. We know it's in trip planning. I know that. Do you know what? Companies like Pam, Swift, stuff like that, they don't train them to trip plan correctly for everything because they can't. You know as well as I do. You never know what's coming down that road. At the end of the day, you're the heartbeat of America. You should be treated that way. Always keep, oh God. I miss Phil Treston. Good show. Always way to be going. Shut up. My brother.
Thanks, Phil.
All right. Philip Kirby, time to head to Texas. Roll on.
Yeah.
Day, glad
Thank
you're
you.
here.
Yeah,
I'm
good to see
so
you.
glad you're here.
And I'm glad that you're feeling better as well. I know you were going through
Sheila,
it yourself.
prayers for a speedy recovery to you both, and thanks for all you do. Thank you. Tim, the Tool Time Taylor, safety through education. Correct. It's needed now more than ever because they've created a driverless truck because of safety. Visit Perone and the Perone family.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Perone, all the Perones, the
Morning.
Perone kids. We love you guys.
Oh.
Morning, family. I start a new company tomorrow.
Awesome.
Get
Good.
that
Good for you.
right
Congratulations.
there. All right. Tim got that one. That's very sad. I will never stop helping the ones that ask for it.
I know, Ron. You're great like that.
So with that being said, Ron, I need your help. Period. I need an interview. A good one. I want to go over all your awards. I do. We talked about it. I got to get your connection straight because your legacy will be forever remembered. I promise you that. I promise you. That's the one thing you deserve.
And we just like you too.
Yeah, but I don't know about that. He needs to put a shirt on when I talk to him on the phone.
Okay.
All right. One more. Philip Kirby says, everybody says trip plan, but you know trip planning was used when you had a paper logbook. You didn't have any log and traffic.
Yeah.
All right, Minnesota bound, get it.
Get it.
Just ask me, we can do it. I know we can, Ron. With that being said, guys, you're the heartbeat of America. You should be treated that way. Always keep that shiny side up, rubber side down, and make sure you know who you're dealing with today in today's industry. If it's sponsored by our group, it's corporate America. To make money in today's trucking industry, what do you got to do, Sheila?
Yeah, you just had to get that in. You almost didn't even do it. Keep your left door closed, guys. Be safe out there.
All right, real quick. Sarah Lee says, I always keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down and make money in today's industry. Keep that left door closed. Get it.
Get it.
Becky says, I retired, torn rotacuff, small heart attack, and headaches, and can't find the reason.
That's not good.
No. Fuck no.
Find a different doctor. Find
Yeah,
several different
yeah.
doctors.
I was going to say something else, but remember, guys, please be safe out there. The weather's not
safe.
good. It's just not good. The one thing that's good is the driver's side.
Man, sometimes you just milk this.
I do. All right, guys, here's your feel-good penny of the day. Have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Dear Diary, I told the cat about how my dearest human has promoted me, teaching me to shake so I can participate in his business dealings. However, Cat pointed out that I'm often unaware of what I'm shaking on. For example, when I shook the neighbor's hand this morning, I have no clue what I agreed to. None. Cat says this is how the devil buys souls. I will pee on the bed for comfort.